morning. Hello. Welcome to another week of streaming. It's so good to see you, James. I hope you had a full weekend. I don't know if you had to work. I don't remember if you said anything. I hope you had the weekend off and are relaxed right now and in a good mood. Mark is here. Hello. Good morning, Mark. You're up quite early, I would say. And maybe because of the warmth, I don't know how the weather is at your place. Here it's getting warm again. Ooh, just one day of last Thursday. Oh my God. How do you spend the time, for instance, when I'm not streaming and hey, come in, hello. And so do you watch other streams or do you have, just to have maybe this feeling of company, do you have some other kinds of videos? I know you're a lot on YouTube. Do you just in general love to play YouTube videos? Oh, I'm not a grump. It must be so hard. I really cannot really imagine. I mean, and all those, I think you probably are alone most of the time, aren't you? I mean, you have some colleagues also on duty, but I'm guessing that you're sitting at your desk most of the time alone. Ooh, I have to do my annual training, so I've been watching them. Oh, and is it interesting? And yes, you're solo usually. I mean, you've been doing this a while, so I'm guessing, I don't know if the annual training, if most of those things you've already heard several times, or if there is something new. I don't know. I cannot really imagine. And for Mark, the weather is definitely too warm. Yeah. Oh, me too. I don't want to complain. I just feel that I struggle with focus, when I want to write or read. Yes. Yesterday I walked around while reading and stood on the balcony for a while in the evening to kind of, I don't know, my brain isn't working that good during the hotter days of the year. I don't know what it is. Maybe I'm also just more tired because the sleep isn't as good. I don't know. I also struggle a bit with the heat. James, annual training, same material for the last 2 decades of my life. Okay. Yeah, you probably know it by, you can speak it yourself. People would miss me if I died. Oh no, people would miss me if I died this one. Yes, we would miss you, definitely. And I would miss you. I need you in my streams, so you have to push through. Oh, that must be hard, yeah, especially when you have to watch it. Okay, I don't want to linger on this. Oh, but still, we have our card. Look, yeah, James, look at the bigger picture. That's what the card says. Look at the bigger picture. The question is, what is the bigger picture? I would say for me, usually it helps me with when I have anxiety about things or just too much in my problems, like constantly in my head with stuff. And that's usually when my ego is, struggling with something. And for me, it usually helps me when I can zoom out, and it helps me calm down to say, okay, it doesn't really matter. It's just a tiny little thing that's annoying me, I don't know, or that I'm afraid of. And in 2 weeks, I will have forgotten it. Or, in general, if you look at all humans, it doesn't really matter my little tiny problem that I have, and I should be more grateful, yeah, for everything I have, how good I have it in life. So this often can really help to put things back into perspective. Mm. And for novel writing, as I always try to relate also the cards to writing, it's always good to have the bigger picture in mind of your story. You know, what is the theme? What is it really about? Especially when you're working on a tinier part, a scene or something, or a dialogue. Is there something in the subtext, you know, that connects to the bigger picture of the whole story? What is it truly about? This can be very helpful sometimes to yeah, have a focused style of writing so that everything kind of connects and doesn't just hang in the air what's just happening. Yeah, so yeah, guys, look at the bigger picture. And it also says full moon in Sagittarius. I don't know if Sagittarius is meaningful for you guys. James, big picture. One of our RNs, what is RN, is working tonight. We got talking about a friend of hers who needs rehab. Reminds me how much I've learned over the years about how to help without hurting yourself. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, especially with people who, I'm guessing it's about an addiction. And then when you're a friend of someone with an addiction, oh, yeah, it can be very important to learn how to help without hurting yourself, yeah, or giving too much of yourself. Oh, yeah, registered nurse. I talk her a few things about intelligent compassion. Yes, it's a very important thing to have boundaries in place if you want to help others. And yeah. See, the bigger picture also is that you are needed, James. Your colleagues need you, we need you. And even that you're doing all those night shifts, you're there when there's also maybe a bit more time for instance, the nurse is there to have a talk. I'm pretty sure during the daytime they don't have the time to talk to like deeper talks and about their struggles. So yeah, it's good that you're there. So I don't know why I put this time up, probably because of the heat. I thought it was fitting here in my place. So enjoy, and maybe it brings some warmth to Carmen, who said, yeah, the same probably about the card, what I said before, the bigger picture. Sending you some heat from here. So let's jump into our warm-up sprint. Enjoy. Okie dokie. That was our warm-up sprint. How did everybody do? I read through my scene, and I think it's one of the scenes I don't have to do as much work on, just in one paragraph. I think I need to write it better. It's a bit confusing, but otherwise, this scene, it's already good. And maybe the transition from the last scene to this one, I will look at it again. But yeah, maybe I can leave it like that. I will see. So yeah, I might be moving on to the next scene shortly already. So that's good for once, because the last scenes, yeah, have been quite a lot of work. Needed quite a lot of work still. So I'm quite happy that I had a scene for now that isn't as bad. Is already good. Yeah. Oh yeah, Alpha. Carmen shared some news in the chat during the sprint. Yeah. I can totally see that it's difficult to handle everything, balance everything, studies, job, kids. So from my own experience, and the smaller the kids, the worse it is to find the time, and the space to just, learn, think about stuff. The quiet you need if you want to learn something and improve your skills, you need some time and space for yourself. And it's best if you have this time regularly. For instance, with my writing, when the kids were smaller, it was really, really tough, in the sense that I really had to tell myself it's okay to focus on the kids for now, because it's just too much. And at the same time, I wanted to improve. I wanted to finish a novel and write and do my thing, express myself, be not just a mom, but a person who does cool things and the things she likes. And so I totally understand the struggle of, being there for someone else, handling the usual, like the job and everything, and then trying to build something for yourself. And yeah, but what I can say is it really gets better when the kids get older, because they want to do their own things. You don't have to take care of everything anymore. They still need a lot of psychological support, now, my kids, but I think I, in general, can focus way more on writing. Still, one shouldn't estimate the amount of just time the family needs, because there's so many things you have to do. Or, for instance, a friend of mine once said that small kids, little problems, bigger kids, big problems. So sometimes you just lose some energy just thinking about how you can help your kids with stuff that they struggle with. And I don't know. So I just want to say I think it's totally understandable that it's sometimes hard with to focus on yourself, all the things you want to do, when you have to take care of kids at the same time. But like I said, they grow. They will grow out of it. And so there's always the hope that it will get better. Writing is your therapy from having to deal with your kids? No, not really, I have to say. It's more, so I don't really struggle with, it's more that I really have to tell myself that for now the kids are more important than the writing, I think, because they will move out eventually and won't need me as much anymore. Then I have hopefully still some years left where I really can focus on writing. because for me it's a constant struggle with this having to do things for family, and also wanting to write and read all those things, and then also work. So this constant, and that's when I see the bigger picture, and I think of the bigger picture, then it's like it's not as important, I think, if I finish the novel 1 year or the next, in comparison to having happy kids, that are taken care of, and the family life is kind of harmonic, and everyone is good, So I think that's should be more important and is more important to me, and so I shouldn't be too hard on myself if I'm not as fast with writing, for instance. And yeah, but still, yes, you're right. I'm realizing it has to be therapy from having to deal with coworkers. Yeah, still, writing definitely is, in general, so helpful to deal with everything, I'm pretty sure that a lot of my struggles with handling writing kids' life in general flows into my writing. For instance, my pirate novel is a lot about personal freedom or the struggle that you are not free to do what you want to do. That's kind of the main theme of the pirate novel, and I think this has a lot to do with me, especially when the kids were younger, feeling really trapped with this. I want to do things and I don't have the time. I have to prepare meals and stuff, or get the kids from the kindergarten. So I was sometimes really stressed out and felt so trapped in this life as a mom. And I think a lot of this maybe anger and frustration is built into my pirate novel story. This kind of wish to break free from, I don't know how to express this. And probably that's why I can't really express it other than writing, putting it into some kind of story, this energy, this anger, rage, you want to set yourself free. And I think that is definitely a big theme in my pirate novel. And so it's true. Writing is best kind of therapy, especially for me, especially for people who struggle with expressing those emotions they feel. I'm a big believer in the idea of dynamic life balance over the course of a lifetime. Every time of our life demands a different type of imbalance. Yes, definitely. We have to learn to flow with that. Exactly. So kind of also accept what's needed right now, I mean, you can really assess, we had this last week, the card, assess, okay, what is my struggle here? And often for me, it is to say, okay, it's okay that the focus is now on the kids. It's totally fine. You will be happier when they're happy, definitely, because I always would feel bad when I try to really work and then I get angry, maybe because the kids distract me or something. So I really learned that it's better to let the writing be in the afternoon when there's so much going on. Maybe I can read then and really take more care of the kids. So really trying to balance all those things. And because I said over the course of a lifetime, it doesn't stay that way. Everything changes. So I hopefully will have way more ability to focus on writing in the future. Carmen. Yeah, I can treat it as a break and not for everything. I think that is very important, that it's not set in stone, and things change all constantly. Carmen, I wrote a story my teacher might have finally found decent today. See, but I don't get along with them very well. And that combined with so many things in my life, I had to quit. Yeah, if it doesn't feel right, maybe it's not the time, but also maybe it's not the right people, not the right thing to study. That's why I said, when you take a break, usually new doors open, something new can step in that you might get excited about, which might be even better for you. So James, trying to imagine you with an With an eye patch and a parrot, personally, I'd suggest sticking to the bottle of rum. Oh, yeah. Mark, I'm on the opposite side. Writing for me is a way to attempt to add meaningful activity to a life made up almost entirely of free time. Carmen. Oh, Mark, go lie in your hammock. I think, yeah, this is also another struggle with, that we always, I just wrote about this when I write also about productivity a bit, and I wrote about that often in our society, worth is so much connected to our output, our productivity and hustle. So that as soon as we're trying to take a break, we feel bad about not doing anything, But then I think it was because I read Braiding Sweetgrass, or somewhere it said that, for instance, nature, everything is just there, they don't have to, they're just, plants are just growing, and so we always attach our meaning to doing something. But I think it's totally fine to not do, just be, and then be open to things that happen, and then, I mean, we're still living and breathing, and we're still doing a lot of things. So yeah, I can see that it can be a lot of pressure to do things, to have to produce something, or have a meaningful, as you said, Mark, have a meaningful activity. Mm. Oh, hello, Lisa. Welcome. Let me set up another. And I think what is meaningful, for instance, Mark being here and talking now that we're chatting already brings a lot of meaning for us. I think we all underestimate the importance of us just being in relation also with other people, and this constant, we have to produce and do something, and there has to be a project. I think this is overestimated in our society, and that's why we always feel bad if we are not, yeah, constantly producing things. For instance, also as a mom, for instance, or as a stay-at-home parent, I think a lot of people feel pressure, or like, I think it was James who said it should be okay, for instance, to just watch your favorite games, and not always constantly thinking about how can I turn this hobby into something that brings money and stuff like that. It's really, yes, it has been a while. So let's jump into another sprint. What are you working on, Lisa, if you want to share? Are you working on a certain project? Did I already? No, I didn't share. Sorry. Let's jump into sprint number 2. Here we go. Enjoy your writing time. Okie dokie. That was sprint number 2. Yay! How did everybody do? I worked on my transition. Happy with that now. And now I was looking at my paragraph. It's that I wanted to change a bit because I think it's somehow confusing for the reader. Yeah, so I have to work on that during the next sprint. Mark, 312 words so far today. Writing is slow, but I'm very happy to be doing it again. Yes, yes. I'm going outside now for shopping and to catch some air and sun before it gets hot again. Yes, do that. Enjoy the walk outside. See you later. Lisa said, I did meh. I worked on my list and looked at jobs, but then got distracted. I'm in a bad headspace now. Yeah. It's, must be the time of the year. I don't know. All of us seem a bit meh right now. It feels like maybe after spring, where usually for Carmen it was fall, but for spring, for instance, it's usually, but even also for fall, after a hot summer, there is more energy, I think, in those times. And summer is, I always struggle a bit in summer with energy and headspace, everything. So maybe I'm just kind of on a downswing. Yeah, but your writing challenge, write-a-thon, just looking at James' comment. But first, to Lisa, I think your write-a-thon sounds like a cool, fun project. And so it's good that you're looking out for things that might bring back the spark, and some energy and motivation. Yeah, and trackers, yeah, I think I know what you mean, because you're looking for trackers. You're looking for something to like plug my numbers into. Yeah, I cannot think of anything like that, but it would be cool. Yeah, even if it was something fun, like I'm pretty sure there must be a website or something out there where you can track your writing, and with each, let's say, 1K or 5K words, you almost like the NaNoWriMo, you get a badge or something, like it gamifies it a bit. There was this website where it was a bit like a fantasy gaming thing, but it was more you write also in the website. I don't remember what it was called. So yeah, I hope you find something. And if you find something, share it. Yeah, I hope it helps to bring me a little joy. Yes, that's good. Even like a premium Excel sheet or something would work. Oh yeah, I think it was for the words, yeah. But that was more like you have to write online, didn't you have to write online? I don't know. Yeah, but I think it was for the words. Yes, maybe. I'm pretty sure some other author tubers, maybe if you even look on YouTube, tracking words, right, tracking something. Sorry, my brain doesn't function. But even if you oh, see, James says on the Nano site you can set up your own challenge. Nano website, yeah. And like I said, I'm pretty sure there must be some sheets, or if you Google PDF sheets. Oh no, you don't want a PDF sheet. Excel, you want an Excel sheet. But I can imagine that some of the author tubers have created some stuff that might help you. Maybe you can use the next sprint. I thought about using the Nano website for it, but the challenge has to start before July 1st and end after. But can you, maybe, I don't know, maybe you have the possibility to, when James says you can create or set up your own challenge, maybe you can even do a challenge that doesn't on the dates you want to. Oh yeah, Scrivener, maybe. I haven't used Scrivener in a long time, but yeah, Scrivener keeps track of your word count anyway. Oh yeah, yes, you can create your own challenge. So maybe have a look at the Nano website again. Or maybe there's a tutorial out there on YouTube about that, how you can set up your own challenge on the Nano website. And James, annual training is now a proven cause of brain rot. Oh my God. Nothing kills the creative spark like fake learning. Yes, yes. So do you, the course you're taking or whatever it was called, do you have to kind of solve, do they, sorry, I cannot speak. So you don't have to just watch the videos. You could keep them running and ignore them. You probably also have to answer some questions then, or do like a mini exam after each chapter, or why do you have to really listen to it? I don't know. Oh God, at least I'll be safe from zombie attack. They'll mistake me for one of them. Oh my God, I can only imagine the hell you're going through. Not only that you have to sit through the night shift, like trying to stay awake. That's like torture. Your job is stay awake during the night, and then they force you to watch. Oh no, my God. To watch and click through those slides, exam chapter by chapter. I totally see why you are, why that's a near-death experience for you. Oh my God. That must be so hard. But maybe can't you put on music on your headphones while you're doing it? Like something that sparks some energy. Oh my God. Yeah. Not a click through slides and not at nighttime. Yes. Oh my God. That's really torture. Oh my God. It sounds like this is a secret army project to test you. How far can they go? And how long will you still stay awake without going crazy? Yes. Oh my God, I should find a lawyer. My job is guilty of human rights violations. Yeah, definitely. Like I said, they're just testing out new torture methods for, yeah. Let me set up another timer. Oh my God. And so many hours you have to work to. Yeah, and when they make a little mini exam, you have to still focus. Yeah. Oh God. Whew. What kind of timer could we use now to help James? Let's go and find the peach timer. Something fun. Where is it? Here. No ads. That's good. Ooh, sad and sleepy. Any music suggestions? Ooh, sad and sleepy. Happy? I recently found a great musician who's called Tamino. But I don't know if it helps with sad and sleepy. It's kind of, let me put it into the chat. Oh, you want to be more awake and happier. Fun music. I have to think about that. But what I really love this, what's it called? Sorry, let me set up the the timer and then I can share a bit more in the chat. Happy music, something to dance. Oh yeah, I can share my dance. Oh yeah, I can share this playlist that Ian liked so much. So let's jump into the sprint and I will share some music with you guys. Enjoy. Okay. That was our 40-minute sprint. Yay. I think that went by quite quickly. I finished my scene, started to look at the next one, but haven't come far. But some people joined us. We have, oh God, a lot of people. Ian, we have Ian here, and Loretta, and Christian also. Where's Christian? Here. That's interesting. Type the message, only the emoji got sent, and I think Loretta said the same. Every time I put an emoji at the end of a sentence, it is the only thing that goes through. I haven't had this experience yet, so And Christian is writing an article for the church's newsletter. Amazing. And first time Christian is creating that format. I think that's intriguing, and I hope you're having fun with it. And I hope the peaches worked. Then we talked a bit about INFJ channels and podcasts. We recommended some to Loretta. And yeah, the INF club from Jess Hootie was really, really cool. I met so many cool people through Jess, who is a great networker. And unfortunately, he didn't continue it. He also made some cool, how do you call that, events, like once a year. I think it happened twice. So he interviewed, together with Lauren Zapala, he interviewed other INF people. So that was great to just get to know other people with this personality type and what they're doing, what their struggles are, but also, just the things they are doing was always very motivating and interesting. Mark is back from his walk outside. And it is lovely outside as long as one doesn't move much. Ooh. Oh yeah, and Lisa, we shared some music at the beginning of the sprint. So maybe you danced also a bit. I don't know. Not productive at all, but I did finish my list though. That's good. Newspaper. Yeah. What did I say? Maybe I said something wrong, but yeah. So it's not a newsletter? Oh yeah, of course. It's a newspaper. So will this be printed or is it just digital? But I'm guessing for church it will probably be printed out. So that's another interesting angle, I think. Because you might have some restrictions with word count and stuff like that. So, Oh, Lisa, I used to test as an INFJ. See? Now, not so much, but before. But I love INFJs. Oh. So you're in the right place. I did a little in the chair head bobbing. Okay, that's good. I don't know if I just imagine James dancing, or maybe he's doing some rounds right now. I don't know. To his metal music. Or he's still shocked because he realized that it is true what I said, that whoever, but people are tracking what he's writing in the chat. For instance, I just opened one of my alternate YouTube accounts, first to just suggestion, the video for Misery's Crown by Dark Tranquility, see? And also on Spotify, they exactly knew what James needed. Their first suggestion was their daily metal mix. The robots are taking over. So yeah, it's scary sometimes when you realize that they are listening. I think, maybe, a lot of people think they're INFJs. I don't know. But I also have the feeling that online, not in real life, I think except maybe for you guys, of course, but online there seem to be a lot of INFJs, but in real life, like here, I don't think I've met another INFJ. Don't think so. Oh, yes, print and digital. It's a very new experience. My INFJ brain is a bit overwhelmed. Yeah. What I usually did, I worked for some newspapers and printing, several. I tried out being a journalist, and it wasn't really my thing. But write the article first if it's about word count and shorten it later. That's would be my tip. Don't think about word count yet. If you have to, even, I don't know. Scourge of Iron by Cannibal Corpse. Okay, that's what you're listening to right now. Head banging in the ISTJ corner of the room. Oh, Loretta can't hear. Is that just me? Yeah, probably. Just you. Just you, Loretta. That initial stress of learning new things like that is no joke. Yeah, the pressure is on. That's, it can be very overwhelming. Absolutely. And Lisa also can hear fine. I'm glad about that. Yeah. What time is? Ooh, it's already late today, so we will have time for another 20-minute sprint. I'm glad with my progress today. Every scene I have finished is... Which scene is it I'm working on right now? I'm just looking at the numbers. Okay, I'm starting now scene 36 from about 60 scenes. Whew. Oh yeah, getting closer to the end. So let's do a final sprint. Enjoy, have fun. Okay, my friends, that's the end of my stream. I will be back tomorrow and will make myself an iced tea now as a reward for the stream. And I hope you all have a great rest of the day. And maybe I see you again tomorrow. I'm very happy that so many of you were here today. To see all my friends in the chat is always making me happy. And James, I hope you can get through the night. And we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully. Not in zombie modus. Okay. See you soon. Ciao, ciao, ciao.